All right, I am back. Syndicate is here. It's been a little hiatus here lately, and yes, I did find a new frame rate on my camera. So this might be a lot smoother and less herky-jerky as the last ones were. So what's going on? What happened to me last week? Why didn't I put out a video? Well, I kind of did something, and I did a little research, and I have created an AI influencer. Well, what does that mean? Well, AI created, I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with AI art, or have at least heard of it. An AI influencer is a fake person, a character, someone that can pass off as human, but it's not human. They are a construct of my imagination and the power of the AI machine that I used. Now, where can you find this person? Yes, I do have plenty of posts of this person, this construct. It can be found on Instagram under Jade_Syndicate. So the Jade Syndicate is an offshoot of me, the Baseline Syndicate. I am the creator. I am the manager. I am the person that controls everything that Jade does, where she is located, and what her personality is. Now, how can you tell a personality of a fake construct? Well, the easiest way to do that is by the captions or underneath each of the photos. So now, how did I create the captions? And how do I do a caption for a fake construct? That's the fun part. I have located a Instagram caption generator, where all I do is I upload an image, I give a little bit of information that I want used in the caption, and the generator will go ahead and generate that caption based upon the image, because it does analyze the image, and by the caption itself. So, or by the information I put in there. And what we're going to do is, and why did I do this? Well, in case there are times when I don't post to my Instagram enough or I don't have the time to provide to you in these videos, that I can create in about an hour close to 50 or 60 different photos, where I can upload them to the Instagram. The purpose of this is, and I'll be completely honest with you, it's to generate income. How do you generate income with Instagram? Well, those of you that know. Those of you that don't know, how you generate income with Instagram is you take you generate your following, and when you generate your following, then you go and you could obtain abilities where you can do e-commerce, where you have an audience, and that audience may be more inclined to purchase from you because you're a trusted source, or or you take that construct and you can sell the construct to somebody else, and then they can take over and do whatever they want with that construct. So there'll be contracts, there'll be a sale, there'll be all kinds of things. How do I make this character? Okay, I'll bottom line it for you. There is several ways to do it. Mid-Journey is one of them, which I do use in part. And then the other program that I use is Sea Art. That's SEA, like the ocean, Sea Art, AI. Now, with Sea Art, you can create anything. You can create things, you can create people, you can create cartoons, you can create all kinds of stuff. And they're now beta testing video. So, for instance, I could take a video, since this is a female character, I have to find somebody either on the internet as a stock video, or if there's anybody out there that wants to be my model, go right, let me know. I need a redhead. I need someone that has a fairly, that's moderately endowed, and who likes to work out. So that's the base. And now, why do I say that? I'm a guy. So of course I'm going to make somebody that I find attractive. I'm not going to make a cookie cutter of everybody else's construct that's out there. I'm making my own. Now, here's another way to look at it. To those of you that have possibly seen the movie with Ryan Gosling and Harrison Ford, I believe it was called Blade Runner 2049. It came out a handful of years ago. There was a really cool marketing tool that Atari did with it, with hats that had speakers in it. It was pretty cool. I love the movie. The point here I'm making is, in that movie, Ryan Gosling had he'd come home to his apartment, and there was a virtual woman who he treated as a girlfriend, or as a person that he confided in, and it was running off of AI. So that construct was able to provide input, because it was jacked into the network, and you're able to, and as AI improves, it knows everything, and it runs a million and one different scenarios to give you the possible, the most plausible outcome based upon the situation. So here, with my character, as I see how technology is going, and how robotics is going, and how virtual reality is going, and there's a lot of different things here, that yes, it may be possible to have a similar construct that would free roam your house, or maybe even become three-dimensional, tangible, like it did in the movie, and you can actually touch, feel, taste. Yes, ladies, men do taste you. And that's another scenario. As old as I am, I don't see that in my lifetime, but because this character is out there now on the internet, somebody else may take it and put it to the next level. So, circling back, I am here now. I'm shooting a video for you all. I am at the Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World in Orlando. I have not shot a video at this park yet, so this is going to be new. Why am I here? Those of you that have seen my other videos, kind of look at me as a curmudgeon, somebody that is kind of negative towards a lot of things. I'm not. I just try to be real. I have my gripes, like everybody else has their gripes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you around the park. We're going to go over on the ferry. I'll shoot that for you, and unless the ferry's not running, which is odd. The park, looking at the wait times, there's a lot that we could probably get done today. That's not insane, but you know, it is what it is. And I will warn you, it is hot. So I am wearing something that breathes a little bit better than the t-shirts I had on in the past. We're here in Florida, we're going up into the 80s today. On my way over here, I had my sunroof open in the car. My phone overheated just because I had the sunroof open and the sun was overhead. So I'm sitting in a car. I don't have the air conditioning on. I'm talking to you. So yes, I'm already perspiring pretty well. You may see some glistening on my face or my neck. That is perfectly fine. That's just living in Florida. I'm sure it's going to probably feel like it's in the 90s when I get all to it. And we're going to have a hot afternoon. We'll see what we can do. We'll see what kind of trouble we can get into without causing too much. Perhaps we may run into other vloggers that are out there, and that'd be great. At least I get to meet some of my. All right, made it through security. That's the fun part. Now we're heading over to the ferry boat, or ride on over to the park. It's going to be quite an interesting journey. And yes, I did walk all the way from the car. First time I parked over in the villain side. Usually I'm on the hero side of the parking lot. So, I gotta remember SCAR 423. It is hot. It is so freaking hot today. I did not bargain for this. But some people will say, hey, you wanted to move to Florida. Yeah, I did. I knew this was going to be a situation. Let's just hope it stays this way. Or I might be retreating to somewhere else that I'm more familiar with. All right. Another hot one. Let's get on the boat. And there's the boat. It is Admiral Joe Fowler. Now, Joe Fowler is an actual person. He was integral in building the Magic Kingdom and acquiring all the land, initial permits back in the 60s and up through the opening day in the 1971. So they named the boat after him. Go figure. All right, that was interesting. Apparently, because it's before 2 p.m., I actually had her still reserved to get into this park. They wouldn't let me go through. So, they told me at the gate that I needed to be, I needed to reserve that time, and there's still stuff available. So what I did was, she walked me through it. I am now in. So moving forward with this. See what we can come up with. All right, that was interesting. Apparently, because it's before 2 p.m., I actually had her still reserved to get into this park. They wouldn't let me go through. So, they told me at the gate that I needed to be, I needed to reserve that time, and there's still stuff available. So what I did was, she walked me through it. I am now in. So moving forward with this. See what we can come up with. Oh yeah, walking down the middle of Main Street. Let's do this. There we go. It's a much better shot. Look at that. It almost looks fake. Oh wait, it is. All right. Enough of that nonsense. There's a stage show going on in front of the castle for, looks like Tiana, the Princess and the Frog character. I'm gonna walk back by the former Splash Mountain and see what's going on back there. I haven't really looked at it in a while. So we shall see. Okay, so I took a gamble. I figured I'd go ahead and try to see if the virtual queue was still open for Tron. Sure enough, it was. So now I'm Q151, and that's about 100 before they call me. So I'm gonna say maybe an hour. So that's not too bad considering, because they're at 61 right now. So yeah, keep my eyes open to see when mine gets called, so I can head on over there. I think you got like an hour or 15 minutes or something before, but we'll find out. Alright, so I'm back here by what used to be Splash Mountain and what's going to become Tiana's. They just rethemed the inside. There was a lot of people that were saying Splash Mountain was just not getting the love that they needed, and then other people were getting all PC about it because of the history and this movie, The Song of the South, that came out years and years and years ago. I think Walt was still alive. So right now, they're putting a new character in there, and they're not even making it cohesive from what I've been following. The only thing people are happy about is that the animatronics are modern. They won't leak, but that remains to be seen. I'd be curious to find out if any of these animatronics are waterproof, because this is a splash zone, so we will see. Much better. It's cooler over here, surprisingly. Still standing in front of the former Splash Mountain. Behind me, just a window for a store. It used to be Critter Country when it got out. When Splash Mountain emptied out, you come through Critter Country. It's where your souvenirs would be. Now, behind me, this is going to be called the Critter Co-op. I don't see that it's changed much as far as name. They just kind of put something convenient over it and moved on, because we all know that when this movie took place in the bayou back down in the 1800s, early 1900s, that there was co-ops. I'm finding that co-op was more of a modern word, but correct me if I'm wrong, because I might be. It just doesn't really fit. I mean, there's a co-op over at Disney Springs. There really isn't much of a co-op. There's just a bunch of different stores that are at Disney Springs that just have like a smaller presence in the co-op. But that is that, and this is this. So right now I'm going to see what I can do while I'm waiting for that virtual. So now, keeping with the Princess and the Frog theme, they're saying that all of this here in this area is going to be rethemed accordingly to Princess and the Frog canon. So we will be missing out on all of this frontage just because of one attraction. I find that kind of crazy. Alright, so we're in the queue for Winnie the Pooh. It says it's about 25 minutes. I've never been on this ride. It was on its predecessor, which was Mr. Toad. I think it's the same track, just different effects. I'll see if I can film on it. I'm not sure if I got good low light on this camera or this phone or whatever I'm using. Moving forward. Here we go.
One day, Englewood, the east wind traded places with Raspberry. If you ask me, he'll never reach that tree.
Why me? Why me? Oh dear. Hang on tightly, Roo. Look, Mama, look.
Practicing so alert. I'm Tigger. Don't bounce with me.
The incredible. The car is actually bouncing.
Follow me! I almost bounced right out of the ride. Watch out, I have a look through levels. They feel
Now we're floating.
Very big waterfall.
The rain went away, and everyone gathered together to say,
Hooray for Pooh, too.
At all times.
All right, so we're here. People Mover.
Feet,
It's been a long time since I've been on this one.
Inside your car.
You're gonna like this one.
Platform, then step into the car. For your safety, remain seated at all times, keeping hands, arms, feet, legs, and other appendages inside your car. And please supervise younger beings. Stay clear of the doors, which will open and close automatically.
And here we go.
This is the TTA Blue Line, non-stop service around Tomorrowland.
Greetings, intergalactic travelers. Welcome aboard the People Mover, presented by Enterprise. I'm Morak 5, your guide aboard this highway in the sky, the absolute best way to see Tomorrowland. And my stars, is there ever lots to see? From spacecraft to monster labs, there's really nothing like today in Tomorrowland.
For your safety, if you have wings, jetpacks, or gravity polarizers, please do not take flight while on board. Thank you.
The next station is Tomorrowland Urban Planning and Star Traders. Transfer to green and red lines.
Don't worry, your express train keeps on rolling through the future, right by two of my favorite spots. First up, Progress City, Walt Disney's amazing dream for a community of tomorrow. Did you know Progress City inspired Epcot? And a lot of the visionary ideas throughout Walt Disney World. Look, there's even a tiny people mover. I wonder if that means there's a tiny Borak. On your right is Star Traders, home to the greatest goods in the galaxy. Except actual stars. Those are the owners.
Now approaching Tomorrowland Speedway and Tron Light Cycle Run.
I love a good circuit, and these are two of the best tracks in the cosmos for a bit of light, speedy competition.
Attention all visitors from Galaxy M31. Please keep forward-facing
space destinations.
Let relaxation wash over you at the most refreshing retreat in the galaxy, the Coral Rooms of Pisces 7. You H2O it to yourself. Book today.
Yeah, it's complete blackness now. I just keep hearing Space Mountain. Kind of interesting. You hear the screams. And no, I'm not going to ride it. Because I can't take you with me.
Paging Mr. Morrow, Mr. Tom Morrow. Please contact Mr. Johnson at the control tower to confirm your flight to the moon. Thank you. Attention all visitors from Galaxy M31. Please keep forward-facing tentacles clear of oncoming vehicles. Thank you.
To your right is the Astro Orbiter, our celestial symbol of interplanetary harmony and fellowship. Hop aboard and launch high above Tomorrowland for a spin amongst the planets.
The next station is Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress.
As usual, we'll keep moving ahead, and so does the carousel. Like progress itself, this theater never stops, inspiring new generations to dream of a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Attention travelers. Your journey has been temporarily delayed. For your safety, please remain seated. Thank you.
And we're moving again.
Calling all space rangers. Report to your star cruiser and join me on this daring space mission. I'm gonna see you on your shore.
Affirmative. We're on it, Buzz. You can count on us.
Yeah, we were stopped for probably about
minute or two. Not too long, but they did put all the emergency lights on in the building. So something happened. Who knows?
Monsters Incorporated Raffle.
Mike Wazowski has brought in some real monsters of comedy. Whether you have one eye or nine, take the time to see this show.
Now approaching Tomorrowland Transit Authority Station.
My fellow sentient life forms, our People Mover journey has nearly come full orbit. Thanks for riding with us. It's been a pleasure to have you aboard. And even though we're concluding, this is always my favorite part. Because now is the time. Now is the best time to go out and explore tomorrow. Today. See you in the future.
Alright, so sitting here at Tron, and it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. They haven't even gotten to boarding group 100 yet. So what I'm going to do is just say I'll be back, and I'll get on another boarding group because can't stay here all evening waiting to get on this ride. It's not that important when you live in Orlando and you have an annual pass. So again, yeah. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to head on out, call it a day. Got on a couple attractions, got to see a few things, got to show you a few things, and we'll definitely be back probably in the near future. I got a few other things I want to show you coming up. Got the rest of the month planned for my videos here. So right now I'm going to end it, call it a day, and say, it's hot out here.